Hi everybody, this is Mr. Walker. Today's topic is expressing a whole number in word form with the focus on putting a number in word form, and we're going to show examples on this video up to 9 digits. For example, 2 is standard form. If I want to express 2 in word form, I would write the word 2. Or 36 in standard form presented as word form would be written as 36. So just like it says, you're using the words that represent the number. To do greater values, let's look at place value chart. And you remember on place value, way back in first grade, you did ones, tens. In second grade, you probably did hundreds. Third grade, you did thousands. Well, these categories up here, as you go up on your place value, are called periods. For example, this would be called the ones periods, and it involves the hundreds, tens, one. I'm going to actually write that word periods up here. And the millions, thousands, and ones are referred to as periods. The thousands periods includes 100,000s, 10,000s, and 1,000s, although 1,000s mostly are just expressed as just simply the word thousands. The millions periods would be 100 millions, 10 millions, and 1 millions. So how that would work is that if you have a number within a period, you would have to say or write the name of that period. So for example, if I have a 3, if you have in this case, I guess a 7-digit number, and you have a 3 within the millions period, you would actually have to say 3 million. And don't forget your comma. Call that a separator. A number in the thousands period, let's just say 463, would be read as 463,000. So whatever number is within that period, in math, when you're saying or writing the number, you have to say the name of the period. And then in the ones, let's just go with something simple, 704. Now, in this case, you don't have to say the word ones. It's usually just 704. So what you want to remember, I think I'm going to switch to my color markers here, is that the main idea when you are putting numbers in word form is that any numbers in the millions period, you must use or say millions. I'll go with my blue. Anything in the thousands period, would involve writing or saying the word thousands. And then the ones, again, we don't say the ones. So anything in the millions period, you would actually say or write the word millions. Any number within the thousands period, you would say or write the word thousands. And then any number in ones, we typically don't say ones. All right, let's look at some examples. 37. 37, if I kind of slide that over, is a 2-digit, so that would just be in the ones period. And 37 in word form, remember this is standard form. $37. 512. Well, if I kind of line that up with our place value, you can see that 512 is a 3-digit number, hundreds, tens, and ones. That's all within the ones period. So 512 written in word form. I'm just going to write it just like it sounds, 500. I suppose you have to be reasonably good at spelling, but that's your word form, 512. Let's go a little bit more. 6,315. Notice now that we have, if I kind of slide that over, we have the 6 is within the thousands period. So we are going to follow that rule about using the word thousand. So I'm going to start here. We have 6. A little bit rough there with the writing. Sorry about that. 6,000. Now don't forget your comma. You are supposed to use the comma when you write it in word form. And now here we have 315. I'm going to write that just like it sounds. 300. I'm going to scooch down here. So word form would be 6,315. 927,461. Notice we are in the thousands and ones. The 927 is 927,461. Oops. Nine. And yes, this takes a little bit of effort. I got to work on my writing a little bit. It's not the funnest thing in math, I admit. 27. Don't forget your comma between the periods. 4. 161. So there we go in word form. Getting up to 7-digit number. So notice now that if I slide that over on our place value chart, the 2 is in the millions period. So we would write and say 2,700,000, because it's in the thousands period, we would say 2,700,411. Well, here we go. I'm going to slide over here for this one. 2, remember, we got to use that word million. Don't forget your comma, 2 million. 700,000, comma, 4. And yes, it's a lot of work. It does require patience. 411. So there's your word form for that. And so this will be the last example for going from standard form. This is a 9-digit standard form into Word. And if I slide this up here, you see that we are fully engaged. 731 million, right? Because 731 are the numbers in the millions period. In the thousands period, 236,304. Here we go. I'm going to kind of speed up here. Forgive my sloppy writing for time's sake. 31 million, comma, 236. And remember, that's in the thousand. So we say thousand, comma, 3. Oh, So there's word form for 731,236,304. Now, let's do two examples where we're going to go from word form to standard form. So this example is 500. Oh, let me see if I can back out there just a bit. Sorry about that. I'm still getting used to making these. There we go. So this time we're going to go from word form to standard form. We have 526,119. So 1,000 means I'm going to be in this period, and I'm going to start with 526. But by rule, I need to put that comma in there because the comma says 1,000. And then here, when I pick up, it's going to be 119. It takes a little bit of practice. Don't be discouraged if at first you make some mistakes. I make mistakes even on this video. It takes, like everything in life, takes a little bit of work and practice on it. Now let's do one more. Word form, right? And we're going to go down to standard form. 600 million, so we are in the millions period. 231,000, so that part is in the thousands period. 875. Remember, this time we're writing it in standard form. So 600 million. I write 600. And your comma is million. And again, that would slide, 600 would be up here. 231,000. 231, don't forget your comma. And finally, 875. All right, thanks everybody.